show is an extension of my show Red Light Special, A Night of Urban Burlesque. And I decided, since we're in this pandemic, I was like, let's extend this and do a little show because it's time to, do something a little bit different. So, thank y'all so much for tuning in. If you've been following my shows, thank you for supporting me and being there for your girl. I really, 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 really appreciate that. So, before we get into our topic or the topic of the day, I just want to shout out that I'm going to be having guest artists in the show. I'm going to be having, so if you have a business, if you're a small business, if you're an astrologist, or you're a sex therapist or anything like that, I want to chat with you. I want to be on this live with you, okay? So let's get into the topic that is for today. Online dating. Ooh, child. Online dating. See, I'm not the type of person that does the online dating thing. Back in the day, we used to just go to the club and meet somebody, dance on them, and then we meet them or whatever. Or we go to one of our friends' house and we meet them there and we have some fun. And you meet somebody, woo, child, you can talk about them all night long. But now, since things are different with this pandemic, we cannot just do those kind of things, okay? We can't just meet somebody and say, "What's up, boo?" Because if you're catcalling and you're trying to get my attention, trust and believe, I am not going to come up to you. So that's why a lot of people have been talking about online dating. So studies are showing that since early March, or right when the pandemic hit, the dating apps have gone up 82%. And since with technology, dating, finding romance and finding love with the internet or with technology has been going on since the 60s. And I know for me, back in the day, when my friends would go on a dating app, it was always looked down upon. We'd be like, "Girl, you crazy. I don't even know about no online dating. Who wants to do that?" But we're in some different times now. And I would love to hear from you if you are a person that is dating online. I would love to hear your experiences. So, especially now with coronavirus, the pandemic, everything going on in the world, people are lonely. They need to be stimulated. They need something. So, online dating is a huge conversation that we got going on. So, this is what I would like to talk about. Before you get into your online dating, what is your goal? Like, what are you going on there for? What's your intentions? Because I want to know. If you're just going on online because you want to just get a quick little, you want some sex in this time, or you just need somebody to have a conversation with, or, you're looking for your Mr. or your Mrs., you got to know why you're going online. So let's break these things down for my people dating online. And, maybe I might try it in the future because I am single. But I'm not jumping on no dating apps yet. I want to do I'm going to continue doing my research. So let's do our research together. Now, there's some dating apps that I know about: eHarmony, Tinder. I don't know. I've heard some stories with Tinder. And then there's Hinge, okay? Those are a few dating apps that I've heard about. And, Hinge has been the one that seems to get more ding, ding, ding. Now, Tinder has been popular. Now, I've been hearing people talking about Tinder for a while, like, "Oh, I'm going to go and meet my boo that I met on Tinder." Like, that's all I would hear my friends would say. "Oh, I'm going to go meet my boo that I met on Tinder." And I'd be like, "Child, what happened to your boo that you met on Tinder?" A week later. And then they'd be like, "Oh, I got me another boo that I met on Tinder." They just be having boos that they meet on Tinder. See, I don't got time to be meeting so many boos on Tinder because I got things to do, okay? I'm busy. I got things to do. Even during this pandemic, I still got things to do. So let's go back to what we were talking about earlier, okay? When you are looking to go and date and find whatever you're trying to find online, let's think about it. When you sign up, you create a profile, You put something in the description to make you look good or sound sassy or whatever you're trying to sound to the person that's searching for you. Like, you have to go through all that process, right? Then from there, you gotta look at pictures. You go on a little search. You flick and be like, okay, this person cute, that person cute. What's up with that person? All this flicking around. That's my mindset of the process of online dating. And then once you meet, so this is where we got to get a little more serious, okay? Once you meet somebody on one of them dating apps, what's the next process? Are both of y'all gonna go take a COVID test before you, or are you just gonna go somewhere and sit 6 feet behind, like 6 feet apart from each other? Is that how we gonna do this thing? Because you're not gonna be kissing through a mask. I mean, for me, if I was dating online, we would have to get a COVID test, bruh. We would have to get a COVID test before you think you putting that tongue anywhere over here. See, I'm already a germaphobe, so I ain't playing that when it comes to dating. So yeah, are we gonna be taking COVID tests before we do? Or are we just gonna, have a conversation with somebody and say F it? Because there's some people that are just saying F it right now. If you're watching this, I hope y'all are not just saying F it, because this pandemic is a serious thing, it's a serious thing. So I know many of us are lonely, but we can't just be going there, popping that poom poom and slinging that dang-a-lang so quick, okay? No matter how much you need some. And for my people who are not interested in dating, I mean, what are you doing to fix that itch? But anyways. Let's go back to this online dating. Okay, let's go back to this. Okay. So you find an app that you like, and then you create your profile and put your little description in. And then you go on the search, and then ding, 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 you meet somebody. Okay, so then after you meet somebody, you're going to have a cute little conversation. You guys might do some Zoom chat, you might be on FaceTime. I mean, there's, for me, for dating, you got to think about it. Like, what are the things that you looking for when you dating? Like, for me, you got to be able to stimulate my mind, because if you ain't stimulating my mind, I'm not interested. And a lot of women agree with me, because we're not just jumping into no relationship. I mean, some of us might need a little we might need to get a little our booty spanked real quick, you know what I mean? But in actuality, overall, we need our minds to be stimulated. So with this online dating, I feel it could be a good thing, especially if you're not interested in online dating and you're like, okay, maybe I might try it like myself. But this is a good way to really get to know somebody, just having a conversation with them on the camera. Have a conversation with them, keep it cute, and then, have an intellectual conversation so you can see if they can stimulate your mind. And then from there, y'all can take a COVID test. I ain't playing that shit, y'all. Take a COVID test. Just like they say, wrap it up. You don't want to tongue it up without knowing what's going on. Okay, so COVID test. Now, after you're done with your date, like when you're going on apps, do you have multiple people that you go on dates with? Like, do you have like a little inbox with, okay, these 5 people I'm interested in having my date with, so let me schedule it. I mean, you could put in your calendar that you meet in Pete on Friday at 12, and then Laquan at 2, and then Jeremy or Shirley or whoever your love is, or whoever the person that you're meeting. I mean, you got to knock it out all quick. I mean, unless you're going to spread it out during the whole entire week, but you definitely got to work your schedule. I know, type of girl like me, I like to work my schedule, honey, and not give too much of my time to folks, So moving along, Now, since we are in this quarantine, or some people are quarantined, some people are not, and some people are going outside and they're chilling in the park and they're going out on dates, like, what are you doing to please that itch if you're not doing online dating? What are you doing to give yourself some self-care? I hope you got a vibrator, because during this time, you can't just be single, solo, and ain't got nothing. Either you use them fingers, or you get that vibrator, or you put them legs up in the tub and you make it work, okay? I mean, that's just for, I got the JJ, so that's just from for JJ perspective. But, guys, y'all are easy. Y'all could just get it in and then, you good. As women, we need to be stimulated, and we can't just bust or climax right away. So in this self-care during this time with pandemic, everybody got to get a nice climax, at least multiple ones in one day. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At least 2. I think at least 2. So then once you meet your person that you are going to be kicking it with online, then you got to think about how you're going to keep it active. If that's the person that you're going to stay booed up with. But I feel like when you're on online dating, you're not just going to be, you're going to talk to multiple people before you make that decision to be booed up with one person. I'm pretty sure. I mean, that's what I would do. I would definitely have a few options before I decide to be booed up with anybody. You know what I'm saying? So when you are doing your online dating, I want you all to think about your safety. Like, you can't just be hooking up with anybody right now. Like, I mean, this is even before the pandemic. You got to make sure that you're safe. And I feel like some of these apps have like some safe dating guidelines. It's very important to follow those and not just be willy-nilly with anybody you just meet online, because everybody that you meet online, that don't mean they telling you the truth. Online is a good way for you to lie. It's a good way for you to lie, honey. So if you're going to be lying online, you got to make sure you get to know that person before you call them your quarantine boo. But my quarantine boo is me. That's who my quarantine boo is. So after the dating, and if you're by yourself, I know I feel like I'm jumping around. This is my first show. I figured it out. I'm having fun. You know what I mean? I got the lights, the red lights, because the red lights special, keeping it cute. So what I would like to go over is self-care. What are you doing for self-care? I like to get me some CBD face mask, put it on my face. This one, Uncle Bud's, I like to use this one. Put it on my face, and then I feel all relaxed. And also, Elf has some nice products for face. Put on your face mask. I like to do a face mask, and I like to do a massage. I like to massage my feet. I like to massage my hands. I like to listen to my Calm app. The Calm app, if you haven't heard of that, go to your apps and download Calm, and you can do like breathing meditations, and it has these nice background music, and it's cute. It's cute. So that's what I do for my self-care. Okay, I do my face mask, I massage my feet, and I use my Calm apps. I use my Calm app. The other thing would be taking baths or doing showers. Like, I like to take cold and hot showers. So like, I like to take a shower when I do hot, cold, hot, because I'm a dancer and I'm always using my body. So for me, if I ever have inflammation in my muscles, I get in the shower and I do 1 minute cold, and I do 1 minute hot, then I do 1 minute cold, then I do 1 minute hot, and it just makes me feel good. And then after that, I can, bust a split real quick. No, not really, no, I gotta stretch a little bit more before I do that. But yeah, during this time, self-care is important. So face mask, massage, and get your own little freak on with yourself if you don't got an in-house boo. Now, the ones who got an in-house boo right now, I hope you guys are having a lot of luscious sex. Okay, I hope if you had a not the best sex relationship with your partner, that you're using this time to make a whole lot of love and do a whole lot of effing. Smack, 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 smack. A whole lot of that. But if you are going to try the online dating app or online dating way, take your time before you get your freak on. Don't just jump and get your freak on, y'all. Get to know that person, see if you like them, and if you like them, take that COVID test, and then maybe y'all can get your freak on. You can do it that way. Or some of y'all could just be reckless and say, F it, and you just do whatever you want to do. So I'm not encouraging that. I'm definitely not encouraging that. Another thing that I like to do, even though, I'm not, when I go out and I wear a mask, I can't really show like what type of makeup I'm wearing, but sometimes, I'll be in the house and I'll be like, damn, my hair be all over the place. I don't be caring because all I got to do is put on a shirt and have a Zoom meeting. Unless I'm teaching a dance class, then I got to, put on more clothes. But if I'm not teaching class, if I'm on Zoom, all I got to do is put on a shirt. So I decided that I'm going to, do my makeup sometimes. I'll do my eyebrows sometimes. Mine need to be done right now. Woo! Yeah, mine needs to be done. But it's only so much a girl can do. You can keep it cute as long as you can. So I like to do my makeup sometimes. I like to do my nails. I like to do anything that makes me feel good, because especially right now, Mercury has been in retrograde. We have a eclipse coming up. So we're going to be feeling so many different kinds of emotions. So that's why with all these things going on with the planet, so many people are running different ways so they can have some type of stimulation. We all need to be stimulated, right? Because we're all human. So why shouldn't we be stimulated? It's important. That's what we do. That's what we're supposed to do. So find different ways to, another one, read a nice, sexy book. We're going to be talking about some books in the future shows. We're going to be talking about some movies on Netflix. I got some movies for y'all that is hot. I got some sexy choices for y'all to be watching at home, but we're not going to talk about that on this episode. We're going to talk about that in the future. So, my people, it's okay to love on yourself. We're going through so much in this world as Black people, as people of color. So I'm here to encourage y'all to love on yourself. Because if you're not loving on yourself, who's going to love on you, boo? Who going to love on you but you? So love on yourself and make sure that you have a good boo. Now, as I mentioned earlier, Mercury is in retrograde. Since Mercury is in retrograde, that means you're not supposed to be buying no new electronics. Something might break. So if you got a vibrator, make sure that you got some batteries stocked, because you could be in a moment and that thing go. We can't have none of that. You can't be having this experience and then your shit just break. So make sure y'all got some stock ups on them batteries. But we got a little more time because, after the retrograde, we got a shadow period. So stock up on them batteries. Make sure that you got your right toys. Make sure you got all your electronics. I mean, we're already in the middle of it. So, it's not too much warning I can give y'all, because we already in the middle of this retrograde, pandemic, civil rights, injustice, all this shit going on. But it's important. Keep them batteries. It's important to have conversations with people online. If you're afraid to go outside, it's okay to get online, put on some makeup, keep it cute, keep it sassy, keep it strong, keep it boo. And if you ain't got a boo, be your own boo. You're your own boo. We could be our own boo. Like I said, I'm my own boo right now. I know I'm cute. I look good right now. You gotta be your own boo, boo. Well, thank y'all so much for tuning in with me today for my first episode of Red Light Special Live. And I hope that you guys are looking into dating online. Like I mentioned, there's Hinge, there's Tinder, there's eHarmony, and there's a few other apps that you can look into. Because right now, so many people are going into the online dating world. Even the ones who said, forget about it, I'm not going to do that. Y'all were looking into the online dating apps too. So I would love to hear from y'all if you wasn't doing online dating and you're interested in it and you tried it after watching this. Put in the comments that, Yaminah, I tried this app and this is what I liked about it. I would like to hear different people's perspective of what dating online works, which dating app works for you, which one is better, what is better for which intention. So for example, if you just want to go online and you just want to meet somebody that you guys can just get your freak on, which one is the better app for that? So I want to know for that. If you are somebody that's looking for, if there's an app that's specifically for people who are really looking for love, I want to know about that too, so I can do even more research on that. And if you're a person that, if there's an app that's really better for you when you're just looking for somebody to talk to, I want to know about that too. I just gave you 3, so I know there's so many more out there, and I would love to hear what everybody else has to say about dating online. So next week, I'm going to be here Thursday, same time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So this is the first episode of Red Light Special Live. I'm going to see you next week every Thursday. Make sure you follow your girl at Yaminah Legohn. Follow my company, Art of Legohn. And if you are a business person, an artist, an astrologist, or a sex therapist, anybody that wants to come on and chat with me about sex tips, anything about business tips, anything about hot topics, I want to know. I want you to come on the show with me because we got a whole lot of time to discuss. So thank y'all so much for tuning in. I will see you very soon, and ciao.